Hello everyone, latest deals from a charity shop. I got 4 new patterns which will go on my eBay selling site. A very large hoop for embroidery. Don't know whether I'll be keeping that or selling it on eBay. And I got myself a couple of spare phone to either the computer or to the plugs with the UVAs directing. And all for £2.50. So that's my latest charity shop finds. Christmas again, I'm afraid. If you've got one of these and some 12 inch size card or paper, I've used both, then just cut off sections to make these. So basically you get one of these. Move that down out of the way so you can see. Once you've cut off, and then just curl. So you can have it curlier or as little as you want. You can either leave them like that or put them inside each other. It's entirely up to you. Like that until you need them. There you go. I prefer them like that. So the idea is with a glue gun and onto there, it gets put onto there to make a Christmas wreath. I bought this, I can't remember, charity shop I think, ages ago, and it had some flowers on which you can see I pulled off. I'm covering this in some hessian, but you can use any fabric whatsoever. This so it doesn't keep getting glue onto this. I can reuse this for other things. So just keep going round and round and round till that's all covered. Then use your glue gun to put these on. So this is what the ring looks like once it's covered. I've got hessian, as I say, but you can have anything you want. And the idea then is to glue these on as you go. I'll get it right in a minute. Let's put it that way and just keep going till you're done, till you've filled it up. Put different colours, different whatever. I happen to have Christmas, but you can make this any colour, any theme that you wish, and just keep filling up. I mean, if you want to do smaller ones because you've got a smaller ring, you can do. I need to put a new glue gun stick in there. You can do whatever you wish to do. Just keep adding. And then obviously once you've gone all the way around once, then you can fill in any gaps, spread any colours around that you think if you've got all lights in one, you can put some darks in. Just keep going till it's full. And it's up to you whether you just do the outside or whether you go all the way around. But I should be putting this on the door at Christmas time, so it would probably only need what you can see and not the underneath doing. That's it, and just stick them in and watch the glue because it's very hot. There you go. I did card and paper. It's whatever basically I had that was spare that I didn't need to make Christmas cards with. So it's a good way of using up all your leftovers. Mine were about 11 or 12 inches. Basically that's a start. There you go, that's the start. Turn it around that way so you can see. And just keep going till it's all full. So there it is, and it only took me 10 minutes just to, and there are still some gaps. I could move these about and put a few more in, as you can see just there. And I didn't do the back, but you could come all the way, make sure that it's completely underneath. I'm going to put it against the wall so I don't need anything on the back, but I will go around filling in the gaps. But basically you could curl them up until they're really, really tight, so it's neater, or you can leave it and so it's really curly like that. I'm quite happy with whoops a day, I'm moving your camera with me lead. I'm quite happy with the reed. I'll just show you from far away like that. So, and then that's the back. But it's just a quick idea, using up leftovers and scraps again as usual. I could sew something that hangs from there, so it hangs, I can get it onto a wall. So that's just another idea, another quick tip to using up stuff that you've got in your stash. You could indeed go out and buy polystyrene rings and make it from scratch. You can do any colour you wish, you can any season. So there you go. So that's just another quick tip from me. So we're now on my wall, and I made Sincerely Yours wall hanging by Donna Jordan. This is a free size. Hers finished size was 26 by 35. That's mine on the wall, and it didn't come nowhere near that, so whether I've done something wrong, I don't think my borders were big enough. But I'm happy with it. It's a little tiny baby quilt for a pre or a doll's quilt. Next one, it's hearts. It worked out well using up scraps. This is another one. I don't know if you remember mine. Let's just swing you round, take you down. There's my cushion I showed you a couple of 3 videos ago, and these were some of the leftovers which I made into a small baby quilt, and these will be going off to charity. All I've got to do now is sew the hem on, the binding on around the back, at the back. Let's just show you the inside. So I've got in early again with Christmas. This is a Christmas tree skirt, and this measures from one point to the other 6 feet, so you've got to have a big area. Unless you're only showing the front off, then it's got to be 3 feet. I didn't have enough fabric. I had to give in and buy some, which I was determined not to do this year. But all these on the wall are scraps, and then I had to buy some more for the backing because I didn't have wide enough. I think I only had 55 inches, and that's 60 inches across, so I had to buy some Christmas fabric in. So that's a little disappointing, but I have got rid of all this that's in this tree skirt. I haven't finished it yet, as you can see. That's just the front. It went together really easy. Why seams are easy once you sort of know the tip, and I'm going to show you that now. So let's just say you want to join something on to this in a Y seam. I don't know what, I can't remember now what shape it was underneath. It was probably, it's a diamond, so it would go like this, basically. So you're joining something on to this side. Basically the way it goes is, just say that's where you're joining, so that's one line, and then what you're putting on top is longer, so you've got to come over 1/4 inch each. You've got to have a really good 1/4 inch seam to do this. So whatever your seam is, once you put them together, let's just turn this over. Once you put them together, you basically got to join, and you've got a little bit hanging over this side and over this side. If your needle goes down dead opposite like that, then you'll know when you get to the bottom it's still going to be stuck out 1/4 inch, and that's a 1/4 inch seam all the way down. If you're this side of it, it's wrong. If you're this side, I'll be exaggerating it obviously, but if you're this side, you're wrong. If you're this side, you're wrong. It's got to be dead on with the point that you're joined there. So if you're dead in the centre, your 1/4 inch seam is right, you'll be right the amount of fabric you've got each side. So again, that was Donna Jordan's Christmas Tree skirt. I seem to be doing a lot of Donna Jordan just lately, but she is good. And her patterns, some of her patterns are really good. I don't like all of them, but some of them are really good. And this sewed up like a treat. Once you get the knack of making sure your needle is in the right place on your Y seam, it's easy. So practice makes perfect. That's Donna's take on it, and she did a different one on YouTube. So if you, and then you've seen my version. This is what I didn't show you before. I finished the star on top of the tree, and because it was in silver and it's on a cream background, it didn't show up, so I did a gold pattern all the way around to attach it because it was heat and bonded. So that showed up lovely, so that's fine with that. Let's just take you down. That's what it all looks like with the ribbons on. So let's take you over to have a look at those. As you can see, they're three-dimensional, 3 different colours, and they were all, and they were $4.99, I believe, off Amazon, $4.50. So that was quite a few. So 3-dimensional, that makes it look a bit more 3-dimensional. So now I've found some lights, and there it is. That's my Christmas tree for this year, and they're called Pom Pom string lights, and I got them from the range in Coventry, but obviously they'll sell them other places. I got 2 of these thinking that 20 wouldn't be enough. 20 is plenty. I mean, obviously I'm going to put them away and then restring them, and I've just pinned them on. Just be careful not to pierce the wire. That's it with all the lights off. So there you go, that's my Christmas tree with my presents underneath. You've got ribbons that are 3-dimensional and the pom-pom lights, but you might have a different lights to that. These are white ones, and they look like snowballs. That's it, there you go. So that's my Christmas tree for 2023. There you go. So let's just go back a bit. And there it is, all in its glory. And I'm very pleased with that. I just started with an idea. It has got a silver star that you can actually see when I'm in the room looking at it. You can't actually see it very well on camera, but it is nice. I hadn't got any gold. Gold would have stood out more, but I quite like the silver one. And there you go, that's with the lights on, and it's battery operated lights. And obviously they're only on for 2 or 3 weeks of the year, so a couple of batteries neither in and there. Thank you for joining me. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and come on back for more.